Hey guys, welcome back. So last time we had episode 4, Knock Knock. Overall, that was a really touching and sad story. It wasn't my favorite, but I did enjoy it. And I didn't talk about this last time, but I really liked all the effects that they did with the sound. Music, of course, with the piano and the violin that was on the record. But all the creaking and whatever that man did with the sonic scepter sucked the sound out, which was a really cool effect that they did. And then of course the last 30 seconds, there was a huge teaser. I'm really excited to see who's inside, and I think they might just string us along a little bit because they've just been teasing us with a little bit of the whole mystery with the vault, and then that there's somebody inside. And then last episode we got that the doctor visits them, so it might be a build up to something bigger. I'm still thinking that it's gonna be Missy, and yeah, I already talked all about that. So let's just jump into this next episode. Okay, so this is gonna be season 10, episode 5. Got my little piece of paper. Let's go.
Space, as they protect us from the void. But the void is
This looks
always
kind of
waiting.
cool.
Because
Oxygen levels critical.
everything's so messed up, the trivial stuff just falls away.
This looks really good.
And as soon as my radio's fixed, I'm gonna tell you just that.
Awkward.
Still can't hear you, love. You're wasting your breath.
Something bad's gonna happen. Oh my god. Shit. Damn. They were gonna start a family too. Jamie Matheson did this? I recognize that name.
So
Oh,
how
that's
does space kill
adorable.
you?
Oh my god, that's adorable.
The main problem
He's teaching
is
again.
pressure. Any questions? Yes.
What's this got to do with crop rotation?
Oh my god.
I don't know.
I like his
Space.
drawing on the board.
I'm here, I'm guarding the vault. What do you want from me?
The truth.
Don't be unreasonable.
What's that?
Otherwise known as a distress call.
Oh my god.
You only really see the true face of the universe when it's asking for your help.
Swapped it for this one on the run.
Oh, look, Bill, it's Nardole. What a lovely surprise. I thought I sent you to Birmingham for a packet of crisps.
Yeah, I saw through your cunning ruse.
Yes, well, if you will go thinking for yourself, what do you want?
What's a fluid link?
No idea. But the TARDIS can't go anywhere without it.
Who told you that?
You did.
He
Exactly.
lied.
Teach you to trust me.
No.
I'm docking your pay for this.
Oh my god. Poor Nardo.
So cocky.
It's nice that we get to see Nardo on a trip too. Yeah, there's gravity.
Doesn't feel like space.
She's not impressed. Now she's impressed.
Space doors are supposed to go shook shook. Not.
Are you gonna be like this all day?
Yeah, till you're back where you should be.
Guys.
Oh no.
No. His suit's standing up. He's just along
The
for
magnet
ride.
boots?
Yeah, can you turn
Is
off
it the same guy?
the suit?
His tank's full.
Yeah, it's a different guy.
Forge, crew of 40. I've got 36 records of life signs terminated. Last log entry, station declared non-profitable.
Yeah, your workers all dying will do that for you.
Is it 4 left or is it counting these 3?
Back to the TARDIS. Lovely in there. Nice
Yeah.
and cozy.
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
4, Bill.
Yeah.
4 survivors. 1 distress call. The universe shows its true face when it asks for help. We show ours by how we respond.
That's true.
Hello.
It's dark. Why is his visor dark?
Not exactly. Calm down, Lieutenant.
And you couldn't just tell us.
Are you trying to scare us?
I'm maxing out your adrenaline. Fear keeps you fast. Fast is good.
Do people ever
Oh
hit
my
you?
God.
Well, only when I'm talking.
So it's basically a robot.
Hello, suit.
Good morning. How may I assist?
Ooh,
It said expelled.
what's that?
Oh shit.
Vacuum behind it. Can't open it.
Oh, you're on.
That means they have a limited amount of air.
And I haven't killed anyone yet. Now, who is this?
Doctor +2. You sent out a distress call.
There are suits in there, for God's sake! Stay away from the suit!
Who's Sonic?
Oh.
Why?
It's fine. Should be safe.
Oh, you thought you were safe before?
Yes. Well, I'm bound to be right eventually, am I?
Oh my god.
A single line of instruction was sent to all suits. Deactivate your organic component.
Organic component.
What?
As in,
Filtering out all the oxygen.
So they can sell it back to us.
Capitalism in space. We have exactly 1 option. Buy the merchandise.
Oxygen levels are seriously depleted. Please step on board your
That's
Ganymede
brutal.
system series.
When you panic, you breathe quicker.
You die quicker.
Yeah, the scareder you are, the faster you suffocate. So relax or die. Sorry, probably not the most helpful thought. So, breathe in.
Nardole said his face changed or something, so is he still human? She's breathing too much. She's taking too many breaths. Hey. Oh,
sorry. Yeah, I wasn't expecting. Hello.
Great, we rescued a racist.
What, excuse me?
And you are
You got your distress call.
Sorry.
3,000 breaths left.
Then stop wasting them. I need a map of the base, a full rundown of what happened here.
Who the hell put you in charge?
I'm here to save your lives, but if you don't want me to, just raise your hand.
he's straight to the point.
Suit's a mess. Needs a complete overhaul.
Thanks, mate.
Don't mention it.
Can you give her more oxygen?
Quick, get through!
Instruction received.
Shit. He was helping them get around too.
Wait, why do I need that? What about the air force field thing?
Not strong enough for a vacuum. Trust me.
Oh, it's a bit claustrophobic. Just breathe, girl.
What happens if I throw?
Bill! Bill! You're about to be exposed to the vacuum of space. Oh, God!
Breathe. Just breathe. Oh my god. Holy shit.
Listen, about the doctor. He walked in a vacuum for far too long. He's mostly okay, but he paid a price.
What do you mean?
He doesn't need oxygen to breathe, though.
Doctor.
Oh no.
Bill. Oh, don't go all gooey on me. It's temporary.
Really?
Yeah. Once we get back to the TARDIS, I've got stuff in there that'll cure anything. Failing that, I think I've got some spare eyes somewhere. They're from a lizard, but I'm sure they'll fit.
Ew.
Until then.
Until then, what? You really think this is going to slow me down? I did most of my best work ordering other people around.
Don't mean to hurry you, but in 700 breaths I'll be dead.
I need to think. hours, no sonic, about 10 minutes oxygen left. And now I'm blind. Can you imagine how unbearable I'm gonna be when I pull this off?
Do this.
It's the oxygen thinning. It's making it harder to think.
Instruction
Receive
received.
compliant.
What's happening?
Guess.
I mean, there's nothing the doctor could have done to save them. He can try to save the rest of them. Oh no.
Business as usual.
Yeah, you said capitalism.
Bill, you are not going to die.
What did you just say exactly the same?
I will see you soon.
Just tell me a joke before you go. Just tell me a joke! He didn't tell me a joke. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh my god.
You are just organic components, and you're no longer efficient, so you're being thrown away. You don't believe me?
Not true. None of it. You are just a lunatic.
It is true, Abby. The ship.
Dying well. It's the finish line. It's winning.
Open it.
Our deaths will be expensive.
Thank you.
Doctor, I think I'm alive.
Yep.
Sweet.
Head office. We've got a complaint to make.
Promise me you'll be loud.
Promise.
Nice. Yo-yo.
Never again.
Stop talking now.
I'm serious. We were so close to not making it back. Then what happens to the vault? You know what's at stake here.
Really, stop talking.
What have you got killed out there? Huh? What happens to your precious Earth then? You need to be here, and you need to be ready if that door ever opens. Look at me.
I can't.
You really think our friend down there won't know that? Won't sense it?
What's happening?
Look at me!
Nardole, I can't. I really can't. I can't look at anything. Ever again. I'm
What?
still blind.
What? Oh no. Okay, I'll do a review shortly. Okay, so that was a really good episode. I got emotional quite a few times, but I was telling myself I really shouldn't cry. I can't believe he's blind. I mean, I don't think he'll stay blind, but that's like a huge thing. I mean, I guess he can always use some of his regeneration energy to heal his eyes, but then it takes away like a few thousand years of his life or something. So I don't know, maybe they'll do something there. But I really enjoyed this episode. There were a lot of touching moments, a few jump scares, and I really loved how they showed, you know, the choices that the doctor has to make and this whole protecting his companion type of thing. So I'm just going to talk about some of the things I wrote down. I really enjoyed his lecture and how it kind of came back to some of the information that he shared during the class about space and air, what happens to the body after however many seconds of exposure and things like that. So that was good foreknowledge that they used to set up. Nardole mentioned a comment about his face, and I kind of thought, because how we left him off in Husbands of Riversong, I thought his body was the robot body and like only part of him was left. And I think we sort of got like bits of that hinted out, because I remember the first scene of the first episode when he entered the doctor's, like his office, he was very stiff and like a screw or something fell off. So I thought maybe because of his comment in this episode, maybe that he was still only part human and maybe didn't fully required oxygen, but they never really clarified that. So I don't know. It'll be kind of cool. And we finally got the full what the doctor's oath is. It's to not leave the vault unguarded, to protect Earth, his precious Earth. So it's definitely something that's dangerous and needs to be guarded, visited frequently. It makes a lot of sense if it is the master, so that doesn't really change my thoughts about who's inside. And we've had stories where the master or Missy saying how much the doctor loves Earth and loves his Earth companions and things like that. So it kind of ties in neatly if it is the master. I really enjoyed that the entire story and I guess the purpose of this space station, how they connected it to like capitalism and making it a financial endeavor with how oxygen was used and how they controlled the supply of it, and like initially if you couldn't pay for it, you would have to pay for your breaths of air. And then we find out later, because the doctor figured it out, that the company was just getting rid of its inefficient components, and which was really horrible. And they brought up the topic of the value of human life again, which was really neat, because I did talk about that in Thin Ice with that Lord asshole. So it's nice to have these little sort of like themes repeating. That was pretty cool. I did enjoy all the characters on it's not a crew, but like the remaining survivors of this station. I really liked the girl, because to her, the doctor and these people, they just came in here and there was no reason to trust them. And she really fought back and questioned why couldn't he save the first guy if the doctor claimed that he could save all of them. I really did like her character, even though it kind of went against the grain of what the doctor was trying to do, and there's always pushback when a new person comes in thinking that they know everything. Bill's interaction with the blue guy was really nice to see, and I recognized one of the actors, but I can't place. I'm really terrible with actors' names, but I do recognize one of them. Actually, I think I recognize two of them, but I don't know where they're from. But it was nice to see their faces in this. So there were several moments in this with Bill and the doctor that I really, really loved. I guess I'll talk about it in order, how they relate to each other. So obviously we know that the doctor cares deeply for all of his companions, and that he feels like a sense of duty and very strong desire to keep them safe. And you definitely feel that whenever Bill's suit was first malfunctioning. And it's also nice to see, like, he does make jokes whenever things are serious or things become dangerous, just to lighten the mood. But then he also goes ahead and says, you'll live longer if you're scared, and that type of thing. So it's a little bit of mixed approach, but I guess whatever works in the moment. And then that scene where we saw Bill sort of get deprived of oxygen, they did a really good job at capturing it, and I'm glad that we got to see it from her perspective, because as the viewer, we're always with the companion, and that entire scene was emotional and it was just done very well. It captured the intensity and like fear, everything so nicely. So I really enjoyed that. And then after they got away, we find that the doctor is blinded. He's blind because he used his helmet to save Bill, and that just shows he's willing to sacrifice himself for his companion, which he's willing to sacrifice himself for a lot of things. So yeah, that was just a great moment. And I said during the reaction that the doctor doesn't really need oxygen to live, because in the first episode with Martha, whenever the hospital transported to the moon and they were running out of oxygen, he was still able, they had no more oxygen and he was still able to like carry her and walk to like the window or something. So he doesn't need it, but maybe because of other factors, like it's still a vacuum, the temperature is gonna drop, of course, and all these other things, which is why he endured his injury. So there was that. And then the doctor leaving Bill behind, you can see how terrified she was, and they had this thing about telling a joke and he couldn't tell her a joke, or I don't know, that was heartbreaking. I mean, I know she lasts until the season's over, but still it's a terrible feeling to be like left alone and with imminent danger. Like those things are probably gonna kill you. So, and there's nothing the doctor can do. So, oh my god. This episode had a lot of intense and emotional scenes, and I think they captured all of it really well. One of the other things that I wrote down was whenever the doctor and Bill and Nardole first arrived, you know, they saw the suit, the dead guy in the suit, and there was nothing they can do. There were 40 life forms registered and only 36 were recorded deaths. And Nardole and Bill wanted to leave, and the doctor said, no, they can't leave. The truth of, I forgot what the quote was, but something along the lines of, everything is revealed, the truth is revealed under like the stress, and you always have to help. So I did like that a lot. Also, it was nice to see Nardole on a trip because he's always been kind of like the voice of reason to keep the doctor in line. But we got to see him, you know, in action again, which the last time was, I think, Husbands also. So it's nice to see that. And then the end, I'm pretty sure that the yo-yo is like a reference to something in Classic Who, because I think one of the previous doctors has played with like a yo-yo before. And then I thought it was nice that it was pretty cool that we got to see the sunglasses again, but then we found out why he was wearing them, and that was just terrible. I think losing your vision is just something absolutely terrifying. It's one of my fears, so I can't even imagine. But anyway, at the end there, the way that Nardole was talking to the doctor, he was like straight up in his face, and he just takes it so seriously because of whatever is inside the vault is like probably something extremely dangerous, and the risk that the doctor took by leaving and then almost dying. So I wonder what they're gonna do next. Oh, another funny moment that I didn't really, that I remember is the doctor giving Nardole instructions to like keep him in line and make sure that he stays on Earth and all these things. And I'm guessing that the doctor told Nardole about contingency plans to keep him there, like the liquid for the TARDIS. But then, of course, the doctor lies, so he can just go wherever. It was just really funny, the entire back and forth. Okay, so I think I talked about everything I wanted to off the bat and off of my notes. So if I come up with anything else, because this episode had a lot of good things, so if I come up with anything else, I'll probably write it in my afterthoughts. Leave a comment down in the description if you liked it, if you had any other thoughts, any other opinions. I really love reading all the comments. Give me a like if you liked the video, and subscribe so you know when my next video is coming up. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!